fingers crossed for that. Speaking of the outdoors and the natural elements, you've heard of the ancient Chinese art of Feng Shui applied to colors and placement of the furniture in your house. It's said to bring balance to our surroundings, benefiting everything from relationships to prosperity. And it turns out Feng Shui can be applied to the way we dress as well. To show us how it works, please welcome stylist, image consultant, and certified fashion Feng Shui practitioner, Carol Parker Walsh. Come on out. Hi. Lovely to meet you. How are you? Welcome. Thank you. So this is really interesting. Let's talk about the idea behind Fashion Feng Shui. I've honestly never heard it applied to clothing.
Yeah. It's really fascinating. Fashion Feng Shui is really an empowering and innovative dressing technique that was inspired by Feng Shui, which we know is the Chinese art of placement.
Right.
And as Feng Shui talks about, when your living environment and your working environment is harmonious and balanced, that your life will be harmonious and balanced as well. Well, Fashion Feng Shui takes those principles and applies them to our personal appearance, because what we don't realize is that everything that we place on our body has a huge influence, not only how we see ourselves, but how others perceive us as well.
Right.
And so with Fashion Feng Shui, the most intimate environment, even more so than your living or working space, is your body. So if we help people to dress a little bit and think more mindfully about what they place on their body, and that honors their authentic self and their essence, as well as their intention and their goals and their lifestyle, then they too will live a happy, prosperous, and great life.
I love the idea. Does this include our undies, by the way?
It actually does.
I know you were wondering, so I asked it. All right, let's see how this works. See some examples. So here's a picture that demonstrates one of the things we're talking about, water.
Yeah, so we take the 5 elemental energies of water as one of them: water, wood, fire, earth, and metal. And we personify them in an archetype. And the philosopher is the water element. And they're more creative and artistic and intellectual. They enjoy freedom. They march to the beat of their own drum. And water is very reflective, it's very deep, it's very unique. And so if you have those kind of characteristics, then you would be in the water philosopher category.
Interesting. Well, I'm a water sign, so maybe I am. Let's see our model.
Okay.
Come on out. Color, obviously.
Yes. So what we have here, Megan is representing the water element, and definitely color is one of them. So anything deep, dark, like the dark blue in her dress or dark black, that's going to be reflective of water. But she also has a metal intention. So Megan owns the Glam Beauty Bar in Vancouver. So as a business owner, she wants to be a little bit more upscale, and she wants to be a little bit more refined in how she puts things together. So we see a little bit of the metal element brought in with the circular nature of the handbag that she's wearing, with the jewelry, with the sparkly nature of the jewelry. But definitely the asymmetrical cut of the line of the dress brings in the water. The black shoes are water, and then definitely some of the depth of her jewelry is also bringing in that water element.
Very pretty. Thank you so much. Okay, so our next element is wood.
Yes. So wood is the pioneer. So the wood energy is somebody who's always on the go. They go. As soon as their feet hit the ground, they're the Energizer bunnies of the world. They tend to be competitive, even with others or with themselves. And it's anything that is natural fibers or linen or cotton or things of that nature, because they have to have ease of move because they're always on the go.
That makes sense.
Yes.
Let's see our model.
Yes.
Come on out.
Feng Shui applies to both women and men, and so here we have a gentleman who is wearing wood. Wood would be things that are green and blues. The denim and the jeans are going to be wood, so you have that natural fiber there. But Tom, because he's in sales, has an earth intention, and earth intention is about loyalty and bringing people into a trust zone. So the brown in his shoes, the nubby texture of his jacket, and the check plaid print is going to bring in some of the earth energy as well. So he's wood, but his intention is bringing in his earth.
He looks great. Thank you so much. Our next element is fire.
Yes, the pleasure seeker. So our fires are the ones who are charismatic. When they walk into a room, everybody everybody knows it. They just draw all the attention and all the attraction into the room. They're fun, they're passionate, they tend to do a lot of different things at one time, and they're just the exciting people that you love to be around.
Well, let's see the model who personifies fire. There she is.
Yes.
Love the red hair.
Yes, right. So definitely her hair is fire, but Maureen is representing fire. Even her shirt looks like it's on fire, doesn't it? You know, it has that wonderful red, anything red or purple or anything bright is going to be fire. The leather in the collar of her top is also going to be fire, because anything coming from an animal is going to be fire. And then in her handbag, the diamond shapes are also representative of fire. So anything pointy of that nature. But Maureen is also bringing in water. She has a self-talk business, and so she helps people really be more reflective and in terms of who they are and how they think about themselves. So she's bringing in the water with the black pants, with the black shoes, and that nature. So in the little black trim is where the water comes in. But she is representing fire. Yeah,
that
very
looks
strongly.
Really good on her.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Okay. And then our next element is earth.
Yes, Earth, the peacemaker. So Earth is really nurturing. They're the people who usually put others before themselves. They're traditional, they're grounded. You know, Oprah Winfrey has a lot of Earth. You know, Mother Teresa, people who are always caring for other people. So that's the Earth energy, the peacemaker.
Let's see our clothing that goes with this.
So here, you know, for Earth is very traditional. So we have the boxy sweater, and that's also the shape of Earth. It's very boxy. So we have a boxy sweater. We have the tan pants, which is also the color of Earth. But Doreen is bringing a little more fire. She wants a little more excitement. You know, her kids are in college, and she's been married for a while, so it's time for her to come into her own. So we're bringing a little fire with the necklace, with the scarf, with a little bit of red. And instead of a tan-colored sweater, we're bringing it in with the color of maroon. So that bright kind of reddish color is bringing in the fire. So very traditional looking, but just a little touch of fire to take it up a notch.
Very
Yes.
pretty.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. And then our next element is metal, and we mentioned that as an undertone for our first
Exactly,
model.
exactly. Yes, yes. And metal is about being very organized. There are our elegant, refined, meticulous ones. They're called the perfectionists.
The perfectionists.
Yes, yes. So they like things that are refined. They like elegance, and culture, and luxury.
Let's see the outfit that goes with metal.
Yes.
Very pretty.
Yes, yes. So this is definitely representative metal. Anything that's pastel, anything that has a little bling. You see that in the undershirt. It's a blush color with a little bling on there. And even the Coach bag, that's very metal. You know, anything luxurious and refined. And in that light tone as well. And even in her shoes, you see the reflective nature in that wedge. That's all very metal. But Laura, because she wants to bring in a little bit more health and fitness and stay, you know, toned and fabulous the way she is, she's bringing in a little bit of wood. So she wants to stay active. So the wood is brought in with the denim again in the pants, as well as the denim in the jacket. It's a twill, if you will. So it's a cotton fabric, which again is our wood element. And so that's how we're combining both like an upscale wood, a very classic metal element with some beautiful wood.
I like that. You get the metal, but it's still cash and something you can wear every day. Thank you so much. How interesting. Thank you to our models. We appreciate it. So up next, one of the Northwest's most prolific artists and the music scene's best show poster designer gives us a look at a new book of puns. She's next. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
This is awesome.
Thank you.
This is really